Hello everyone, welcome back to my Skillshop project series. Today I am going to discuss about my task 27, which is designing a responsive card page using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Tailwind CSS. So in this task, I designed a responsive shopping cart page for the buyer dashboard of my Skillshop platform. This page allows buyers to view the courses they added to the cart, review the prices, remove items and proceed to checkout. To build this page, I used HTML for the structure, Tertiary CSS for styling, PHP for conditional rendering and JavaScript for interactive features like toast notifications. The design is also fully responsive, which means it works smoothly on mobile, tablet and desktop screens. Okay, so this is my cart page, and here I add some products to my cart. So by clicking on the product, we can see the full details of that product. Okay. Then here you can see summary of orders, and here I add subtotal, and here I add cost, document, delivery fee. Within same city it cost only 200 rupees, but across cities it cost 500 rupees. Okay, so this is what I implemented in my task 27. So let's go to see my code structure. Okay, so this is my buyer dashboard.php file. Now I will explain the code step by step. First, I include the header file and check the user role. Here is it. Here I include the header.php file, which contains the navigation bar and session information. Then I check the user role. If the logged in user is not a buyer, they are automatically redirected to the home page. This ensures that only buyers can access the buyer dashboard and cart page. So this improves security of this system. Next, I detect which the tab user selected. So here I check the tab parameter exists in the URL. If it exists, I assign it to the $tab variable. If not, the default tab becomes dashboard. So this method allows the page to switch between dashboard and cart sections dynamically without creating multiple pages. Okay. For testing purposes, I temporarily set this to simulate that the cart contains items. Okay, but if I use this one instead of previous one, this means cart is empty. So the condition if empty and cart items becomes true, so the page will show that your cart is empty message with the browse button. No cart items or old summary will be displayed. Okay, let me show it. Okay, then I refresh it. Okay, now you can see that your cart is empty. Explore our wide range of skills and start your learning journey today. Here you can add skills to the cart you need. Okay. Then I next create the main container of the page. Okay, so this container uses Tailwind CSS classes. Manage screen ensures the page always takes the full screen height. BG Gray 50 gives a light background color for a clean and modern UI. Then I design the tab navigation section. Okay, here it is. So this navigation bar allows users to switch between dashboard and cart tabs. Important Tailwind classes like a sticky top 16 keeps the tab bar visible while scrolling. Border B adds a bottom border. Z40 ensures it stays above other elements. Each tab uses a conditional PHP class. So you can see that now. Okay, here and here. Okay, so if the current tab matches the URL parameter, the tab becomes blue and active. Otherwise, it appears gray with a hover effect. So this improves user experience and navigation clarity. Okay, then if the selected tab is dashboard, the following section appears. Inside this section, I displayed a welcome header for the buyer dashboard. Okay, then this gives a clear introduction to the dashboard page. Okay, then if the selected tab is cart, the shopping cart interface loads. At the top, I display the shopping cart heading, and this informs the user that they are reviewing their selected courses before purchasing. Next, I check cart contains items. Okay, then if the cart is empty, I display an empty cart message. This section includes a cart emoji, a message explaining cart is empty, and a button to browse courses. So the Browse Skills button redirects users to the course search page, and this improves user engagement and encourages exploration. Okay, then here I use a flex layout to create two main sections. Okay, then on smaller screens, the layout becomes vertical, while on large screens, it becomes horizontal. So this is how responsive design is achieved using Tailwind CSS. Okay, then each card contains features included with rounded corners, soft shadows, hover shadow animation, clickable product link. So each cart item is designed as modern cart, and inside each cart I display course image and course title and instructor name, and here I add skill level badge, and here I add price. So this card design keeps the card clean, informative and visually attractive. Okay, then each cart item also contains a remove button. This button uses SVG trash icon. You can see that. Okay, then here when clicked this, it will remove the item from the cart and trigger a toast notification. This makes the cart interactive and user friendly. On the right side of the layout, I created the order summary panel. Okay, so here this section calculates and displays subtotal and delivery fee and total price. Okay, then I also added a tooltip explanation for delivery charges using hover effects. This helps users understand why delivery fees are applied. Okay, below the summary I add the proceed to checkout button. Design features include gradient background, hover effects, shadow animation and click scaling. Okay, then the entire cart page is fully responsive. Tailwind classes such as Flex, College, FlexDraw and Max W7XL, PX4, SMPX6, and AGPX8 allow the layout to adapt perfectly to different screen sizes. So the card page works smoothly on mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and also in large desktop screens. So in this task, I successfully designed a modern and responsive shopping cart page for the SketchUp platform. So this cart page allows buyers to view their selected cost, remove items easily, review order details, and proceed to secure checkout. By combining PHP, Tailwind CSS, HTML, and JavaScript, I was able to create a clean, responsive, and interactive user interface that improves the overall shopping experience. Okay, then thank you so much for watching and hope to see you in my next video.